much, Mr. Deputy Speaker. Can I be the final backbench member to pay tribute to the Honourable Member for getting his bill to this stage, and to pay tribute to Bliss for all the brilliant work they've done, not just in this area, but in a whole range of campaigns relating to this area. I am biased because I used to run charities, but I think they play such an important role in pushing us to understand and in turn legislate on issues that we would just not perhaps think about in the daily rush that we have around this place. And it takes a lot of work, and it doesn't happen like that. They have to push and push and push for months and years, and sometimes even longer than that. And I think they've done a brilliant job in this case. I don't have children myself, but as it happens, my little sister was 7 weeks premature. And I therefore have some sense, because I was old enough, I have some sense of what a worrying, stressful time that is. I felt that as a child. So to be my mum or dad would have been much, much worse. And she was in an incubator, of course, coming out that early. It had to be done in an emergency. She was in an incubator. She weighed £4.4. Everybody kept saying 2 bags of sugar, 2 bags of sugar. You know, she weighs 2 bags of sugar, and it's correct. I checked this yesterday. It's exactly 2 bags of sugar. And and during that time in the incubator, she ripped her breathing tube out at least twice. You know, she didn't have any sense of what she was doing, but she, you know, this vital thing helping to keep her alive and try and get her to a healthier position, she just sort of ripped it out. She won't thank me for saying that may have been an indication of the personality she was going to have as an adult, but no, we're very close. And so although I don't have children, I don't think you need them to understand how completely obvious it is that this bill is so important, and why the Honourable Member's done such a good job. And in preparing for this, I read this stat that in the government's consultation, 99% of people supported statutory leave and pay that we're bringing in here. 99%. I mean, 99% is the sort of figure that you hear from a dictator when they're giving themselves more power or installing themselves for life. You know, 99% of my people voted for me to be the leader forever. I have never heard of a government consultation. I'm happy to give way to anybody who's heard anything like that before, but I have never heard of a government consultation that 99% of people were in favour of something. And that's again why I think this is such a no-brainer. And it was, you know, I was sad to read the study by Bliss about the parents who had got into financial difficulty as a result of this period. You know, they had money worries. They'd taken on debt off them. Goes without saying it's had an impact on 80% of their mental health. I suspect 100%, but 80% of people at least admitted that it had an impact on their mental health. And although it's the morally right thing to do, you know, we have to say from the point of view of employers, you're not going to get the best from someone who has got a baby in this care, because that, of course, is going to be their number one priority. And there's, by the way, a bigger point here, which is that those two things, debt and mental health, that without this important bill are carrying on for people as a result of these situations, have a big impact on people's relationships and in turn the raising of that child. We know there are certain things going on at home which, you know, are big. They create big conflicts, breaks in relationships. They can contribute to relationship breakdown, and just having them in the presence of their house can affect the child's development, as of course do things like low birth weight and so on. So this is part, I think, this bill, of a broader approach that we have to have about the raising of children, the importance of parenting, the importance of early years, which is, you know, too often one of these things we just leave people to get on with. You know, well, it will come naturally to you, we just leave you for it. I think there's a whole range of things we should be doing better to help parents in these early years with their children, right from birth. And so I'm very pleased to support this bill. I think it complements some of the other things government's done about shared parental leave and so on. We know we have further to go. We know we have some big disparities in how families, ethnic minority families, those on low incomes, the care that they're receiving compared to others. I unfortunately have a couple of constituents who have been affected by the issues at the Nottingham University Hospital Trust, which Donna Ockenden is looking at the moment. They sadly lost their daughter Winter. So we know we've got huge disparities here, but in the government's women's health strategy, they have exactly the right ambition, we're not there yet, but exactly the right ambition to try and make this the best place in the country to give birth. And I think that this bill today is an important component of helping us try to get there.